Guess who? I wanted to talk about a few things about here, Valhalla, and guess what? I realized that the last streams that my microphone was off. Haha, I got a laugh out of that. Alright. So, I don't know. Okay, the first thing is, if y'all know me, I go rooting around through the YouTube trash when it comes to like worst games ever, and I so dislike this game, and like things like how Lords of Shadow 2 is considered the bastard child of the Castlevania series. I beg to differ. I have actually gone through these videos, and I've found some serious gems in my library. You wouldn't believe. I'm just saying. Yeah, Lords of Shadow 1, 2, and Mirror of Fate. I got that. Duke Nukem Forever. Oh, Arkham Origins. Yeah, I'm down with the Origins, man. Okay, it wasn't done by Rocksteady. Alright. But honestly, there's a lot more to praise in that game than there is to give shit about. So yeah. Anyway. Just the little things. Cyberpunk 2077. I always kept the faith with that game, and I absolutely loved the shit out of that game before and during the time where everyone said that it sucked, and before the time that people started seeing the error of their ways and thinking, wow, this is actually pretty cool. Yeah. Here we are. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. What people considered the least Assassin's Creed to Assassin's Creed and all of Assassin's Creed. Okay, let me point one thing out. Okay, you know, like one of the biggest contentions is like, okay, you meet the Brotherhood, cool. They give you your hidden blade and your hood early, all right, and teach you how to use it, and teach you a few things, all right. And then what people gripe about is that's it. That's the most assassiny thing you're going to do in this game. I disagree, actually. Here's the deal. It's okay. You're picture this, all right? You're a Viking, you know, and then, you know, your bro, you know, your Viking bro meets this assassin, and now they're letting you in on some of their techniques. All right, that's pretty cool. Even like the subverting of expectations, like, why would I want to keep this hidden? Look at this craftsmanship. Look at it. And actually developed a new style of using it instead of cutting off your own fucking fingers first chance you get, because I'm just saying, it wore up here, so almost like Wolverine style, jut it in your throat, like, and your hand has less chance of getting in its way. You see? She actually found a way to use it smarter. Or I guess I'm starting to get the joke where she puts on, like, why would I want to hide this? I certainly wouldn't want to make the same mistake you did, probably pointing to a missing finger. Anyway, the real deal is that, all right, it is an Assassin's Creed game, and it's letting you know that you have the option to play it this way. Right. But it's not here to shove it down your throat. It's not, this is the only way to play, this is how you have to play. This is, hey, here's an option. You can play it like this. Or, you know, or you do you, whatever. All right. Nice meeting you. So I'm just saying, it's like, it was a perfect way to introduce the assassin aspect, but without force feeding it to you, without shoving it down your throat. Does that make sense? It's an option. And people took that as like, I don't know, like that's the only assassin deal that you're gonna have in the game. That's only because, I don't know, people forgot to assassin, I guess. It's like, okay, here's an example of train of thought, all right? I was given an example of like how some open worlds are so damn proud of their open world that they force you to examine it, no fast travel. Here's the thing. I don't have to be told to enjoy your world. And here in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I've spent so many hours just strolling along, drinking it in. I didn't have to be told to. I didn't have to be forced to. I did it of my own volition, my own free will. And in fact, them trying to force their open world that they're so proud of down your throat is pretentious. Give me the option. Sometimes I don't have the time to smell the flowers. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Fast travel would have been nice. Excuse me. So, I don't have to be force-fed your world. If I find your world beautiful, I'll drink it in. I'll spend the time to drink it in. I'll spend hours just rowing along. Just look at those water effects. Just look at this world. So beautiful. It is so crisp. Whoa. Drinking it in, it's almost overwhelming. So beautiful. Do I have to be forced this notion? No, I shouldn't have to be. Shouldn't that be up to us? I've seen, okay, Fallen Order, Star Wars Fallen Order, okay, the worlds were luscious and beautiful, but you know what I would have killed for fucking fast travel? Eventually the beauty wears off, and I just want to get the fuck off this planet. I've spent hours upon days stuck on one planet because I could not, for the life of me, find a way back to my ship. Motherfucker. Do you know how aggravating that is? Yes, your world is beautiful. Now, how do we get the fuck off of this rock? See what I mean? When you try to force feed that world you're so proud of to me, it just pisses me off. Red Dead Redemption. I love how beautiful the world has been made, but yeah, I'd rather drink it in my on my own free will. Now, I've seen some worlds that they were so proud of, but I swear to God, I wasn't seeing it. So being forced to be stuck in it, just goddamn, kill me here. Oh yeah, I wanted to get on the skill bush. I watch a lot of Luke Stevens. He's a really good reviewer. I like him. He has a lot of charm. He's got charisma. He's a good dude. And I don't know. I just like the soothing comfort of his sultry voice. And give him a check. Go like him. So you might notice if you, there's going to be quite a few points that I'm going to make that are like a kind of a counter to his points of what they did wrong or just didn't click with them. And I like the skill bush. Okay, see, pull it back. See, here's the real deal is like you start off, you spend a lot of time specializing here and there, all right. But let's say, okay, you get to the point where just everything is unlocked. Think about it like this. You don't have to change what you're doing. You could still keep specializing in what you need to do at the time. It's just now that this skill bush is so open that honestly nothing is off the table now. You can go about your normal routine, or you can take this route because, well, fuck, it's open in the skill tree. Why not? It could come through in a pinch, but you don't actually have to pull your version and change whatever the hell you're doing just because everything is full. Just like imagine in your head like the full skill bush here, except minus the stuff you're not using. See, it's complicated to explain, but it really shouldn't change how you're behaving just because everything is now an option. So you feel me? Does it make any sense? You just still do you. It's just more than what you would usually choose at hand is just open to you now. You have your routine and your style of playing plus benefits. And actually, I gotta say I have no problem like going God mode and like one-shotting everything in the game, because actually that's its own kind of fun. It's its own kind of pride, where you become so powerful that, except for bosses and shit like that, any one-shot one-timer that thinks it could step up to you and give you shit, you fucking flick them back. Like, bitch, please. I eat your whole armies for breakfast. And speaking of, to become so powerful that all you gotta do is sneeze in their direction and their whole army dies. Yeah? All I was doing was, I was prepping up my armor, and I raised my shield, and, achoo! And they all dropped dead. That's how I won the war. But, I actually enjoy that kind of power in games, Otherwise, what's the point of leveling up at all? In fact, wait, look. Oh, hold on. I'll go over here, go into gameplay. Scaling is what I want. Okay. I want to look for a scaling. There was this one about scaling, and no. Where are you? Where was it actually? Shit. Okay, level scaling. Off when you turn it off, and it's default. It's different, but for those who want to feel the evolution of their character and crush their enemies, yes, underfoot, like how the original vision of RPGs was, that you become so powerful that your enemies come like that of gnats, like and it's fun to do, truly. Okay, here's my specializations: advanced assassinations, chained assassinations, and then I went with brush with death, unstoppable dashing, and invincibility rolling, so that I have a few outs when shit starts to get thick. I have some iframes that I can rely on to get me out in a pinch, and I only got Assassin Slide, so that I can get slide focus. And I've been trying to experiment with it, but I swear I want to try to see if I can find the benefits of using bullet time with my arrows. So, especially when it comes to like that one asshole over there who you've been trying to snipe, but he can't fucking sit still. He's just frantically running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Like, God damn it, stay still so I can snipe you. But no. Well, if you were to be able to slow down time a bit in bullet time, he'd be a much more manageable target. My bird can loot for me. My bird. I finally got my bird. But it's probably a good thing that my mic was on mute, because I was running with that joke like a motherfucker. Like, before I could actually redo my horse or my bird or my boat, I would be on about, this is not my boat, this is not my horse, and this is not my bird. Get off me. This is not my bird. So, I think that's it though. I'm trying to find, yeah. Alright, so. And I'm wearing the Patriot. The red, white, and blue is what I like to call it, the Patriot, because it has all the colors of the flag that matter, the red and the white and the blue, for when I'm feeling extra patriotic. America. These colors never run. Even when they should, by God. God damn it, run away. No. Stupid. Anyway. These colors don't run. This could be a good nerf on myself, for one of those times where you have to keep fighting, you can't run, like in an RPG, the run mechanic, self-challenge. No matter what fight you get into, you can't run. Challenge. In a fight with 3 pissed off zealots at once, well, tough shit for you. You can't run. You know what I mean? Thank God, I don't think that's a likely possibility. These zealots are assholes. There's like a level 90 motherfucker and a level 20 zone. Tell me how that's fair. I'm just, seriously, I'm asking. God, I love this outfit. Anyhow, I need to scout more land and find the right raids. I need to build me my assassin hut. Yar! Let's go sail away.
Through the waves.
What else? I gotta say, rock stacking. If I found it amusing, yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't spend hours on it. It is interesting, but it feels fucking out of character. Look at her, I mean, this Viking chick that's like, fucking iron and steel, is gonna go and stop her whole day and stack rocks. Huh? Huh? All right. I just had to get that out of the way. Also, it's cute because when speaking of Luke Stevens, he had mounted a female Ivor to a chain smoking waitress, and like actually, that's what I rather enjoyed about her voice, and it made me stick with her more. Is she sounds like she's got grit, like real grit, you know? That voice does it for the setting and the character and what the story is all about. It just fits. And I just had to stick with it. She's a girl with grit. That's cool. And besides, rather than a chain smoking waitress, I would have gone with. What was it in my head? No, I don't know. I can't remember, but it always made me think. Though the first thing that came to my mind was grit. She has the kind of voice that when she enters the room and speaks, people listen. You know what I mean? Because in the very sound of their voice, you know they've seen they've seen shit. They experienced shit. They know shit. I don't know. It's that voice. Sometimes, like when a voice tells you some of the things you need to know about a person, it shows grit. I don't know if that makes sense, or if that sounds like it makes sense, but that's what I've always felt off it. This chick has seen shit, brother. She's got grit for days. Sing a song, my ravens. I don't know. Yeah. I honestly can't even try to mimic. I'm good at mimicking voices, like a human tape recorder, really, but she's a tough one. I don't have enough grit for that shit, you know. She outgrits me. Well, damn, touche. But in like a good way. I don't know, amounting her to like a chain-smoking truck stop attendant doesn't do it justice. Actually, and besides, I would have thought a chain-smoking waitress. A kind of voice that, speaking of, that says true grit right now. If she wasn't stuck at this damn waitressing job, it would be a voice that spoke backstory. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and be a test subject. It's total war. Whoa. All right. Well, considering this whole. All right. I heard someone say, "Swear to God, please don't start calling it Gamergate 2." All right, I'll make you a compromise. We'll call it Babygate. So, in the case of this whole Babygate situation, total war it is. Anyhow, it's a pre-workout, and I was thinking, to get some real grinding done, it's kind of a workout, isn't it? You wonder why sometimes I'm panting like I ran a mile, because I get into the game, man. Me and Ivor are going to be pushing that mountain together. It's not just a one-way street. We're going to take that mountain, we're going to move that mountain out of our way and press on. You feel me? Yeah. Well, I'll figure that out later. Anyway. I just wanted to make some points and in defense of Valhalla. Like, there are some things that people felt like were felt to gripe about, or like, I don't know, that were complaints about the game that I felt that, I don't know, more like a misinterpretation or a misunderstanding rather than something initially bad. Like, for example, the skill tree, or the first take on how they handled the initiation into the assassination portion of it. I felt were misunderstandings. That, like, no, what they were trying to do was this. You see, like I said, they didn't shove it down your throat. They gave you the option. Well, hey, you could always play it like this. Choice is yours, but just think about it. Anyway, see you later. Thank you. That's cool. Yeah, I like that guy. Anyway, and then you do you. You find yourself doing more assassinating. All right. If you feel that, and I've always felt, this is the whole reason why I've never been able to play Assassin's Creed games. I don't do stealth. In fact, I go in guns blazing. In fact, it's part of my MO to want the enemy to know that I am coming. I want you to know I'm coming. you who? Who was coming? Here? Bow down the hatches. This guy don't fuck around. And I tell you what, yes, spread the fear that I am coming. I'm coming for you. I want you to know I'm coming. So stealthing it, not my bag, man. Go fig. Not having it forced down my throat, and even in an Assassin's Creed game for once. Nice, dude. Just nice. Thank you. Just let me make my own decisions. And I do. I've actually, despite, like people saying this is like the least of it, I have been finding myself trying to get good at assassinating. It's weird. I want to get better. I want to get better at it. Because it's there. Now, if this was just any ordinary Viking game, actually, I probably wouldn't have picked it up, because I don't have a thing for Vikings. I don't know. I mean, maybe, being a Spartan, Odyssey, that's something, when it comes to the hook and all that, you got me. Being a Spartan and shit, hell yeah. That's how I think about football, or what y'all call football. I've made a vow. I was like, I'm gonna start calling it blitzball from now on, because you gotta watch for those blitzes and knock your ass out. I mean, you got sacked, dude. Just out of nowhere, bam! You went down like a ton of bricks. Anyhow, that's how I think about football. Is it's a Spartan thing, when you and your teammates form a strong phalanx in a line, like the Spartans did, you have way better chance of defending your zone than when not. It's just common sense. It just is. But what people don't usually do is what I did, is the Spartan handle on it is Not a lot of people think Spartan combat, but I do. Just, I don't know about sports much, but I know combat. And it's great. Football is a grand example of how Spartans used to fight and how we should fight. You are not your team is a good example. And if you fail, your phalanx fails. If your partners fail, your phalanx fails. You understand what I'm getting at? You are not your team. Now, when we go into battle, or hey, in a football game, thinking like this, you're gonna get farther. It humbles you too. You know, you're not going to end up like that hot shot quarterback that like everything's about you. No, you are not your team. Makes more sense. In fact, I think a lot of people in the football industry need a reminder of that mindset. I don't know. Then there's, Tom Brady is Tom Brady. I miss it. What else? Oh yeah, and I've seen some people like are saying like how since after Odyssey, how like the combat was so damn simple and easy and shit that they didn't even bother upgrading this and that and all. Really though? Are we even playing the same game? Because I definitely sure the hell know and was reminded when I was out leveled and outclassed and so completely overpowered when I'm just straight up getting one shot into oblivion. So are we even playing the same game? Trust me. It definitely gives you a reminder that you need to go and come back when you are stronger. It will not let you forget that. Especially when you have a level 90 some asshole roaming around the land at level 90 in a level 20 zone. Just... Yep, it'll remind you. Even when you're feeling cocky in a zone, it'll remind you that, or no, it'll definitely get you humbled. As that dude will one-shot you and wreck your shit and shove your mace straight up your arse. You'll have awakening from your last save point going, the fuck just happened? Damn. So yeah. I wouldn't say the combat is like way too easy. And you can also even easily stumble into like you're starting like say like at a level 20. It's the only example I can remember right now. A level 20 land, and then you without even realizing it, you start traipsing on into a level 120 land. And you don't know until it's too late when you just straight wrecks your shit out of left field. Like, the fuck just happened? And you check the map of where you were at. Oh, that's what happened. Bad neighborhood. Oh shit. Yeah, see? I'm in level 130 land. I should like bounce the folk out. Ah. You know? I wouldn't have known that unless I checked the map. I mean, stuff like that, yeah. Are we playing the same game? It could have been like also because they were using the XP multipliers, but they just weren't telling about it. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, of course you were one shot and everything in every camp because you were delightfully overpowered, which is what I want to be, actually. I need me an XP multiplier so that I could go around as a god of death, one-shotting just about everything in the game. I enjoy this. It makes me feel very powerful. I can call me spoiled. It feels good. I could do that all day. I truly could. Besides, there's always ways around that. Like, I like the whole system of the bravery attacks versus the HP attacks in Dissidia, for example, that even before you one-shot a dude, you need to gather up enough strength to be able to one-shot that dude. If you don't gather up your bravery, like one of my self-challenges in Dissidias were to just wait till I gather up 9,999 bravery and just one-shot the guy. And bow! Next! You know what I mean? It feels good. But if you could just one-shot each dude in Dissidia, though, yeah, that would kind of be a really quick match. I personally like to draw out my Dissidia battles as long as I can, usually. And that's why I hated the time limit so damn much. You know, that's why, other than grinding, I would go to fighting NPC or fighting the AI and the sparring matches instead, so I can choose not to have a timer and all that. And I can still choose one-on-one fights. But gonna have to start aiming for a direction at some point. Oops. All right, I have an idea. Oh Oh yeah, and Diablo 3, by the way, I just remembered another game that went so unloved, but I've spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours grinding on. Not because I was grinding or because I had to, but because I was having so much of a freaking ball playing the damn game that I forgot that I was grinding for 8 hours. Oh yeah, I've been playing for a while. Maybe I should take a break. Anyhow, but in the meantime, I was grinding that whole time. But I was just going in my head. I'm just going around killing shit. I loved doing it. It was a real blast. I had a whole lot of fun, and that was my experience. So much fun doing it. So it's not the fact that something is a grind. It's how much fun are you having while you're doing it? Does it feel like a chore? Or was it really fun? If it feels like a chore, yeah, it's kind of a bad grind. This sucks. If you were just having fun, going about your business, only to realize that you were grinding, or you were doing what would amount to grinding anyway, that's nice. That's a good grind. A great way to take a really, really fun gameplay loop and give you a reason to do it longer. Alright, does that make sense? Something like Diablo 3, I was having so much fun with the gameplay loop. Oh yeah, well this is how we grind it up. Grinding or no grinding, I'm just having fun. And I think that's the whole point. If it feels like a chore, maybe that's just not the grind for you. You should try something else.
Drop them off!
Okay, like a lot of the things that I can do in the Arkham trilogy or the Arkham series, awesome. But those Riddler challenges, trophies, and quests all around in general can fuck right off. It's not fun. It's an absolute chore to have to even try to get through, let alone getting yourself through. That why? And it's also what's locking anyone from a 100% completion to get the true ending of Arkham Knight. So I'm asked, why? Why would you do this to your players? These Riddler trophies, Riddler challenges. That was the one feature that made me think, Jesus, do you hate us that much? God damn it. Why would you do that to us? That is not a fun grind. Huge difference. Diablo, going around killing shit, getting my hands bloody, having a great time. A good grind. Looking for these pretentious fucking Riddler trophies and making me feel like, as the Batman, that me and the Riddler need to have a serious talk as to what amounts to a goddamn riddle when he's introducing racing challenges. Yeah, not fun. Not a bit. I could seriously do without. Why'd you do that? Okay, so that's the difference between a good grind and a bad grind. Is, if any developers are paying attention at all, or if anything I say amounts to anything, that's what I feel the difference is. It all boils down to, was it fun? Or did it honestly feel like a chore? If it felt like a chore, it's probably not a good grind. And if that was like design choices and all that, it wasn't a very, I don't know, I'd say, if I could, I really say that it was a very poorly developed grind. I mean, it wasn't fun. Nobody enjoyed it. And it stood in the way of otherwise enjoying something grander than itself. So, you tell me. If you were to cut out all of those Riddler trophies, racing challenges, and other pretentious shit that the Riddler had you go flying through hoops to do, I would have honestly enjoyed the game a lot more. I'm just saying. It could have sorely done without it. But not without the Batmobile. You see, don't get it twisted. I adored the Batmobile. And I even appreciated a lot of the challenges with it. And until the Riddler challenges, again, not only were they pretentious, it felt like a chore and it was absolutely the farthest from fun, but again, it made me feel like if I were the Batman, I would have to have a serious talk with the guys to what amounts to a riddle. Because a racing challenge is not a riddle, my friend. It is not a riddle. Are you going senile? You're losing the plot. This is not a riddle, sir. Should be put behind bars just for that shit. But I just had to get a few things out of the way. And trying to think of all the points that I could make that could help defend this game that I've come to love so much, and try to get through a lot of the misunderstandings. I would feel like our misunderstandings as to why people have as counterpoints as to what they didn't like about the game. Not in a way to, not here to persuade you, but offer a different point of view and what might have really been an attempt at trying to say, rather than what we interpreted it as. Like the assassin thing, you know, I just felt it as like a light touch, rather than what people claim is like abandoning the assassin aspect altogether after scene one. But I just, that's not how I took it at all. I took it as a light touch. It gave me the option, but it didn't force feed it to me. I can still go ahead and do me. And I often do. But it has given me that ideal to, maybe I should get a little better at this assassin thing, see where it takes me. Until then, when I come across more counterpoints to defend, to logicize this game and to defend it for my love for it, I'll see you then.